Velma did something good. I'm just as surprised as you are.
Marmalade and sugar songs, peanuts in a bitter step. Too sickly sweet and bitter, sends my head into a spin. Come along and dance with me, party till we lose it all. And this will be a night to make a mark up on the world. Yeah, this is it. I feel like I'll never look back and never let go. Yeah, I feel like I'll never look back and never let go.
It's no secret that Velma has been hated, not just as a Scooby-Doo property, but in media in general. It's been the subject of many reviews and rants, and for good reason too. The only reason why I didn't talk about it was because everything about it was already said. The humor was terrible, the characters were uninteresting. The only character that wasn't race swapped was a character that was constantly made fun of. And Velma, beyond being a Mindy Kaling stand-in, was an unlikable person throughout all of it. The show is basically akin to the Harley Quinn show. But whereas the Harley Quinn show was a vulgar but fun experience, showing love to not just its main but all the other characters to the show, Velma was an active mess with constant contempt for its audience.
You know what 420 is, right?
Yeah. It's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
But despite all of that, the show was still highly watched, most notably due to hate watchers. And so a new season was released in which I decided to look at. Not legally, of course. No. A little trick for everybody, if you really want to watch something you know you're not gonna like,
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're our favorite indeed.
Content warning. This will contain spoilers for Velma. Counter content warning. It's Velma, so who really gives a shit? There really isn't anything new with the show. Everything's the exact same, yet somehow more boring. Velma's popular now, but that barely goes anywhere. Norville's been trying to get rid of hallucinations of killing Fred's mom, and is refusing the weed given by his dad because the character we usually see as a stoner isn't a stoner. That's so funny. Daphne barely gets to do anything this season. She is basically watered down to Velma's girlfriend that she sometimes fights with. One of the conversations becoming a fake screenshot that got the internet riled up. And Fred, in all honesty, was a pretty good character this season. He actually goes through a great arc of getting over his mother's death. Even Norville's hallucinations revolving around him are pretty funny.
You killed my mom. She was the bomb.
There's barely anything new with this show, even with the new characters. There's this new character, Amber, who becomes friends with Daphne, and is the daughter of one of the Hex girls. Norville's grandma is actually alive and switches bodies with Daphne. Even Velma's mom, someone who was basically half the plot of the first season. The most I can name with her is that she's now in a relationship with Fred's dad. There really isn't anything interesting that happens this season. Well, that is for the first 8 episodes of the show. There actually is something interesting in the last 2 episodes.
Hello, Velma. I'm Scrappy.
If you don't know who Scrappy-Doo is, the gist is pretty simple. He was a character that was added to the Scooby Gang long ago and actually saved the show from cancellation. But due to an overabundance of him, people started to hate him. Nowadays, either never to be talked about again, completely forgot about in sequels involving him, made to be an out-of-character villain that was never hinted at all, or in the case of Cartoon Network, have a full-on breakdown. And now Mindy Kaling has made Scrappy the villain. Again. And is an out-of-nowhere twist villain. Again. And is voiced by Jason Mantzoukas. And who can forget this guy's most notable role, that one guy in Ralph Breaks the Internet? Oh yeah, and these guys. But speaking honestly, Scrappy is a good character in the show. You see, Scrappy tries to frame Don as the killer. He does this by pointing out the fact that no one ever believed Velma in the first season, I argue for more justifiable reasons, and creates a backstory where it makes Don the bad guy and Scrappy into the more likable person. And when Scrappy is revealed to be evil, it turns out the whole thing was just a diversion to get what he really needs. It's also revealed he did the murders because, to sum up, he was badly treated in the workplace. Nah, too easy. But of course, everyone really started to like Scrappy around the 10th episode. To sum up, Velma and Daphne switch places so they can figure out who Uncle Scooby is. It's later revealed that Dr. Perdue is working with Scrappy and Uncle Scooby by using one of the brainless girls' bodies as a new identity. Scooby is also revealed to be Sophie, Velma's stepmom from the last season, with the reason being she was the only one Scrappy could trust. But due to Dr. Perdue's change of heart, Scrappy has now escaped jail and now is going on a murderous rampage. Which all leads up to the moment
I died. For real, funeral and all.
Okay, to be technical, Velma didn't really die. She actually became a ghost, which led to her possessing Scrappy and killing him. But it doesn't change the fact that Scrappy is now being seen as some newfound hero. Even while looking for footage on my videos, there were a bunch of comments talking about how Scrappy's redeemed himself. So, whether intensely or not, Scrappy-Doo has once again saved the franchise. So congrats, Velma. After 2 seasons of Sit, you finally did one good thing.
There is no just cause for an invasion of Iraq.
Well, that may be. But what we're all forgetting is anyone who doesn't want to go to war is gay.
I want to go to war. Oh, yes, we should definitely go.
I was the first one who wanted to go to war.